Hi everybody, welcome to another update on a stock screener. Today I want to introduce another gem that I found. So how did I come to this gem? I was looking at the Wall Street Courier trends and I saw that technology is actually a very good place to invest right now. Even though PE ratios are very high, looks like this sector is doing very good. And the energy sector is actually underperforming. Financials also underperforming, and utilities, yeah, they are always underperforming. But technology is looking great. So I wanted to buy a technology stock. So I looked at the technology trends, and we have artificial intelligence that's booming right now. Um, Metaverse, blockchain, computing, immune systems automation, we have datafication. Big data is getting more and more important. We are going to move to the cloud, Amazon. Wireless is becoming increasingly important with IoT, Internet of Things. Everything needs to be connected. The world is digital now. Um, Everything needs to be connected. As I said, we have smart cities. And the world is becoming intelligent, and then we have the sustainable technologies. Now, I found this company that has at least 4 of these trends in it. It has artificial intelligence, it has datafication, it has cloud, it has wireless, and it has smart cities. And that company is Gatekeeper Systems. So let's take a look at this company. It had a nice run up in 2020. The CEO bought shares around here. Now it went back down due to lower sales, but recently it spiked up again because of new contracts, very big contracts. I think this is a buying opportunity. It is now lower than the top, and the company is actually better off than here. So let's talk about it. It's 40 million market cap in CAD, has no debt, price to book around 3, pretty high, but it has growth. It has some cash, PE ratio is around 6, 7, but I think this can drop to PE of 5, even 4 in the future. It is a profitable company. I only buy profitable businesses. If it doesn't have any profits, I won't buy it. And it needs to be a PE ratio below 10 at least. So PE of 5, I think, is very good for a technology company. 10% growth. So this company is actually putting video cameras into buses, in trains, and it is growing at a rate of 5,000 buses per year. It's already installed 47,000 buses, and we know that USA has at least 10 times as much of these buses. So there's plenty of growth here. 10% per year growth is not bad. Not a very fast growing company, but with a PE of 6, 7, it's very buyable. No dilution, they are profitable. They are selected as a top 10 TSX-V company. That's very good. So it's not a bad company. It's one of the top companies. They are taking market share from competitors. They talked about a state where they only had 5% market share, and now it is 50%. market share of that state. So they are out competing the competitors. Now look at this chart. These are the financials since they started focusing on transit buses and trains. So they didn't do well in 2018, losses, low revenue. But since they focused on transit, the revenue has steadily been increasing from this low of 2, and now it's going to 3, 4, and this is probably on average around 7 per quarter, 7 million. Keeps on rising. I see this going to 10 per quarter, so 40 million revenue per year is possible in the future. Also, the net income was always around 0. The equity is not rising that much, but lately they have been landing very big contracts, and the chart is moving up. So that's the equity. Looks like it's having escape velocity again with these new contracts. Sometimes it go up and then down. That's because they have these big contracts. On a yearly basis, revenue is rising. The trend is up. So Q1, Q2 are very big right now. Look at the history. This is very large. We still have Q3 and Q4. So probably revenue will be at an all-time high. So this is great company, is rising in revenue. Now let's talk about, I also put this here. They launched their PaaS business, which is platform as a service, somewhere in 2020. Then SaaS was launched somewhere in 2021, and this is now starting to bring in revenues a few years later. So they're trying to bring this business into full gear. Now let's see what this company does. So these cameras in the buses are very good to check on the bullying on school buses and whatever happens there. So safety will be increased by these cameras, and the data that's going into the cloud, because the data will be captured, will be susceptible to AI, so artificial intelligence. So those cameras can actually monitor if you are smoking, if you are having your seatbelt on, if you're using mobile phones or yawning. So they know if you're tired. You can do a lot with this. By looking at this, you can, for example, just fine drivers if they commit a felony. It will be all automated. You can also count passengers. Facial recognition is coming. Probably not right now, but it is coming in the coming years. So this is a high-tech company. You can do calculations on that data. It's going into big data cloud centers. They do calculation on it, and you can optimize the traffic. If you connect it to the smart city infrastructure, a lot can be done with that data. So they're going to probably sell that data in the future. You can also automatic fine for the felonies in traffic, for example, bus lane enforcement. If a car is going in front of the bus, they will just capture that car and it will be fined. They also have this AI dashboard cam. It will give you alerts on safety. So interesting products. As I said, they are going to big data, going to collect data from the GPS mobile collectors on those buses. It will be, all the data will be hosted, and they are going to get SaaS revenue from that. A lot of these buses still need to start using the wireless services, so extra revenue coming. It's about $30 per month per bus, and we have 47,000 buses. So that's about 16, 70 million revenue that is possible, that can be added to here. So you can see this trend here go much higher to the 15 level. 60 million revenue is possible in the future. So that will probably give us net income of around 3 to 4 per quarter. So that's 10 to 15 million net income. I mean, that's a PE of 3 to 4. So plenty of upsides. This is undervalued. So that's coming for the SaaS revenue later on. And that SaaS revenue is actually the maintenance of the systems, the hosting of the services. Okay, so they also have this PaaS revenue that they already had since 2020. And that gives us around 30 million revenue. As you can see here, around 30 million revenue. Because they are still adding buses with these cameras and mobile collectors. So that's about 8,000 per bus and 5,000 buses per year. Then smart cities. Yes, you can increase efficiency in traffic. The buses will eventually get connected to the smart city infrastructure. So they're doing buses, school buses and trains, and they have very big customers there. Expansion is possible. They are now in USA, but will eventually go global. Balance sheet is very clean. Look at this. And they have 20 million in current assets, 8 million in liabilities, so that's 10 million working capital. No debt. So clean balance sheet. Also, don't forget the infrastructure bill. There is a bill that's coming. That money is going to put into modernization of public infrastructure. Some of that money will probably go into this company. And they are working to go to the Amazon clouds, where you can do analytics, the wireless buses, you can do monitoring and hosting. So plenty of growth. Here you can see the amount of mobile devices installed, around 5,000 per year. The trend is slightly lower now, but let's see how this goes. I think there's still plenty of growth here. So to conclude, what are the growth areas? So there's at least a 10% growth per year from the new buses that will be installed with these cameras. That's already 10%. Then the SaaS revenue is going to come in. They only launched it like a year ago. So as all these buses go wireless, this revenue is going to be added. That's around 20 million revenue per year if all of these buses go wireless. Then they are taking share from competitors, so that growth is also going to come. By the way, they have only 47,000 buses installed. That's only 10%, so 10% of the total buses in America, so we have plenty of growth. Big data, they are going to be selling that big data later on. As all the buses get connected, then you can start selling this data and get money from that. PE ratio is around 5. This is a tech company. This could easily double in valuation from 5 to 10 PE ratio. It's trading at 1x sales. It's so freaking cheap. The contracts are getting bigger. So here we had low value contracts, but as time progresses, we are now seeing 5 million deals, 10 million deals. So there's growth in the size of the contracts. International expansion is going to come in a few years, I think. They have the platform, so they can go global. New patents are going to come. They have a very nice R&D team. For example, the facial recognition is one that they are working on. So a lot of growth areas. I think this company will keep on rising. Profitable, PE 5, a lot of growth. So I think I'm going to buy some shares in this company. Let's see where this goes. And I'll see you in the next video.